Okay, Mark, you were talking about the Hebrew calendar and all kinds of things a second ago. Tell me a little more about that.
Yes, it's interesting that, in Genesis 1:14 it says that the sun and the moon were created for signs, appointed times, days, and years. So the most important thing in a Hebraic understanding of that is the signs, hence eclipses. And so what's interesting is that if you look at the current calendar that we have, the commercial calendar, you've got the Gregorian calendar, which came in 1582. Pope Gregory puts this calendar together on the Christian side of the world, and then all the denominations, keep that calendar, and of course it's become the commercial calendar that's used all over. But then over in the Islamic side, under Ishmael and Esau, when you study the scriptures, you go down and you've got this Muslim world on the other side, and they keep the moon. So you've got the sun locked into the seasons, with Pope Gregory locking it in and very precise. Then over here, you've got the understanding of where the month begins in the Islamic world. But the true calendar, the scriptural calendar, is actually a combination of the two. And it's basically, you can think of it as the new moon nearest to the spring equinox determines where the Hebrew year begins. But what's interesting about it is this. If you were to take a dinner plate and draw lines on it and call that a month, and you stack a bunch of those dinner plates up, well, we look at those dinner plates and they're oriented a certain way. Let's say it's based on a lunar calendar. If I take a ruler and draw a magic marker down the side of it, you're going to see a line. But if you twist all of these plates up in all kind of different orientations, you just see a bunch of dots. And what that is very interesting, because what we found is that on the creation calendar, it appears that the Creator has done everything on His appointed times and at certain times of the year, such that the first temple falls on a certain day. The second temple, 500 years later, is falling on a certain day. And then you see on that same day that Christopher Columbus delays his trip to the New World by one day, so he doesn't leave on that day, which was the 9th of Av, the 9th day of the 5th lunar month. And then you see that the Queen Isabella kicks the Jews out of Spain. You see that Hitler does these things. I mean, there's all these alignments that take place. They're not visible unless you look at the Hebraic calendar. And that Hebraic calendar I'm referring to is actually on a website called torahcalendar.com, where you can go and even look at all these eclipses. There's over 16,000 eclipses that are visible, and you can click on them and see maps just like what we've been seeing here.